We're back with album review.
What's going on?
What's going on? So what have you got for us this week?
So we got Because the Internet by Childish Gambino from 2013.
Man, I thought this album was newer than that. This album...
12 years almost.
Damn. So I don't have much context behind Childish Gambino. I mean, I've listened to all of his projects before. I mean, actor Donald Glover, also writer for Atlanta, also producer. Decided to make music under the pen name Childish Gambino. Started with rap with Camp, and then there was this. And after that, he would kind of change his directions, do like some a funk album. He would have more of like some alternative stuff. And I definitely like the path that he would go on later in his career. As much as I enjoy some of the old rap stuff, it doesn't hold a candle to some of the newer stuff for me.
I agree, yeah. I think he's very well versed. In the end, he hits a lot of different genres throughout his discography, so...
Yeah.
But we can get into this. It's got 19 tracks.
Oh, yeah.
First track is the Library intro, which is literally just 4 seconds.
Yeah, so only 4 seconds to really add on it, and we go on to the next track.
And the next track is Crawl.
I like Crawl.
Crawl was pretty good.
I think it's a good introduction to the album. It's one of the heavier sounding ones at the beginning.
Yeah. I didn't love, the sound of the chorus, singing on that, but the song itself was a pretty good start.
Yeah.
And the next track is World Star.
This is a good one.
I like this one.
This is a banger.
It's got, a dark, ominous sounding beat to it, kind of.
Yeah.
And then, on the last half of the song, it starts sounding, more... I don't know how to describe it, their keyboard comes in, I think, and then there's a pitch down saxophone, and it starts sound filling out more of the sound on the end of the album. Or end of that song. The next track is Dial Up, which is just an instrumental to the following track. It's the same instrumental. So that track is The Worst Guys.
This is one of my favorites on the album.
I really love the instrumental of this song a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Super chill vibes. It gives me similar vibes to his later music, Feels Like Summer, kind of.
Definitely.
Sound. So it was really cool. And then the end, it starts sounding super heavenly, kind of, and there's a lot more elements that are thrown in.
Yeah.
I thought it was a great song, though.
Definitely one of my favorites.
This section of the album in general is definitely the strongest section to me.
For sure.
Starting with The Worst Guys, and then the next track is Shadows.
I like Shadows, too.
This is one of my sleeper favorites on the album.
Yeah, definitely one of probably my least favorite of this arc, but it's still a great track. That's not saying it's bad at all.
Yeah. It was just, he had super fun, bouncy flow on this one. More great sounding, plucky guitar behind the beat sounded really cool.
Yeah.
And the next track is Telegraph Ave and parentheses Oakland by Lloyd.
I like this one too.
So I'm guessing Lloyd's not a real person.
Yeah, from the vibe I got, I don't think he's real.
Because it started out with what was supposed to sound like a song playing on the radio, and had that little bit of a filtered sound to it. And then it cleared up, and it just turned into what the actual song was.
Yeah.
But I thought that was cool intro, and the song itself was really good. When he starts rapping on that song, it sounds great.
Oh yeah.
The next track is a big one, Sweatpants.
Probably one of the biggest hits off the album, and probably one of my personal favorites.
Oh yeah.
I love the beat, I love the flow, it's just such a good track.
It's just got an iconic, super goofy sounding flow.
Yeah.
Super unique. He goes all over the place. You never know what to expect from this flow.
Yeah.
And then the next track is definitely the most popular song on the album, 3005.
Yeah, I mean, it's a classic at this point. At least this song in particular on the album is just a classic.
Yep, nothing bad you can say about it. Super catchy. Great singing on it and more fun flow.
Yeah, very, kind of a poppy sound at times, but definitely the most mainstream sounding song on the album.
Yeah. And the next track is Playing Around Before the Party Starts, which is...
It's a cool little piano intro.
Yeah. I think it's supposed to sound like you're in a room that's just a piano playing and a party.
It's setting up for the next arc of the album, because this album, if you aren't familiar with it, goes through multiple arcs on it. The few tracks we talked about before 3005 are numbered in Roman numerals.
Yep. Yeah, and it started out Crawl and World Star were 1 and 2, and then there was a gap. Then those 4 songs.
Yeah.
And there's another gap, and then Playing Around Before the Party Starts, followed by 1, The Party.
Yeah.
So
This one's not bad.
it was interesting.
Yeah, it had more interesting moments than like some of the later tracks, but yeah.
It was like only like a minute and a half, and it started out with like a interesting, weird, kind of aggressive sound.
Yeah.
And then he just kind of rapped really fast on like the last 30 seconds of the track.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Yeah, I think it was a cool one.
And the next track is No Exit, which is
alright.
Party. This one's okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't really care for this one that much.
It's not that much happening on it.
Yeah, really slow.
The singing part, like, he sounds good on it. And I was actually saying right before we started recording, I thought that it was Miguel singing on the song, because he sounded very similar to Miguel on that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, other than that, there's really not much to say about it.
Mm-hmm.
The next track is Death by Numbers.
This one's also okay to me.
This one's just like an interlude kind of
Yeah.
thing. So not too much
Not much to say about it.
But the next track is the beginning of another section.
Yeah.
Flight of the Navigator.
This one's okay too.
I like this one. This one grew on me more the more I listened to this album. But yeah, this was like very singy, less rapping. It's kind of how the last half of this album goes. There's a lot less rapping.
The vibe completely changes.
Yeah. So it's good at parts, but it's definitely a lot slower pace and kind of...
Yeah, I feel like, personally, I don't think he was ready for the singy stuff yet on this album.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can see the ideas are there in some of the hits, and, like, some of the other, like, deep cut tracks I think are pretty good, but, like, I don't know. Like, the second half of the album is really drags for me.
Yeah, it's not the way you really want to finish off an album.
Yeah, like, there is good songs in the second half as we go on, but... anyways, before I jump the gun, let's go on.
The next track is Zealots of Stockholm, free information.
This one's decent. Like, it's definitely one of the best of that arc, but, like, I don't know. It's just also okay. I feel like that whole arc's just kind of messy.
Yeah, definitely. There are longer tracks and more random things going on throughout them.
Yeah, long and slow tracks.
Weird sound effects and stuff. But, yeah, this song wasn't too notable to me.
Yeah.
But the next track is the last of the section, Earn, which
I really like Earn. Yeah,
Earn's my favorite of that section. Definitely.
Yeah, it definitely finishes strong right there with that section of the album.
Yeah, but then that's kind of one of the last really strong songs. In my opinion. This is the last section now. The final 3 songs.
Mm-hmm.
It starts with Pink Toes featuring Janae Aiko.
This one's okay. Like, I feel like her part's pretty good.
Yeah.
And, like, he's not bad on it, but once again, like, it's just kind of slow.
Yeah.
And very uninteresting to me.
This one just felt like a song that they did together, and it could have been on either of their albums. Like, it didn't really seem like it was made specifically for the album almost.
Yeah.
It just felt like a Janae Aiko song, kind of.
Yeah, for sure.
The next track is Earth, the Oldest Computer, the Last Night.
And weird titles, by the way, but, like, hey, that's whatever. But this song's also just not really for me. Like, this whole second half of the album, just, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate, because there's some huge,
like, the first half of the album is just so, like, stacked, and then, like, it just falls off entirely for me, and it's depressing, kind of.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
The final track is Life, the Biggest Troll, Andrew Auernheimer.
What a title, once again. And, this is actually a track that grew on me a lot from, like, more recent listens of the album.
Agreed. Yeah. I didn't really remember this one before coming back to it, but I did end up adding it afterwards.
Yeah. I definitely do like this track. I mean, the album does finish off pretty strong, but, like, going into final thoughts, I was honestly kind of disappointed by this album. Because, like, I mean, I liked listening to this album back when I listened to all of his stuff. I mean, even back then, I admitted that the second half was not really for me.
Yeah.
But, like, going back to it, this album, I get people like it. I just don't think it's that good, honestly.
Yeah, overall, definitely. Like, almost the entire first half of the album, I have no complaints with any of the tracks. And I really like the flow of it. But then, kind of after the party, it just goes downhill a little bit there. Like,
yeah.
Slows down a lot. Like, it was very energetic in the first half and, like, goofy and funny flows. And then he kind of took the last half just to be what he wanted. I guess he wanted to just do, you know, something that was a little new for him at the time.
Yeah. I feel like he would do this better on Kauai, like, which would come out, like, I think a year or two after this, which he did a lot of work with Jaden Smith. I think that was a great EP.
Yeah.
But, like, he just wasn't ready for this. And like, is it better than Camp? Probably, because Camp is a very also mixed bag album. It's probably better than Camp, but not by much for me.
Camp just felt a little like unfiltered, like compared to this, like
Yeah.
less finished. But
Yeah,
this isn't like to say this album's that much better than Camp. It's
Yeah.
kind of its own thing.
but like he would definitely get better in his career after this point.
Oh yeah,
And shall we go to scores?
sure. Yeah, probably with all that, taking all that into account, I'm gonna give it like a 6.5. Like if the album ended with like the first half, if that was the whole album, it'd probably be a 9.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But yeah, that's about it.
I feel bad. I'm giving it a 5.
Yeah.
Like, it's just so mixed bag for me. Like, I could, as much as I love like some of those other tracks, like I just could do so without them entirely.
Yeah, it's not very cohesive in the end of an album. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, like I don't dislike the album, but like it's just so mixed for me. I don't. Yeah,
But
that's
the
all I
few
got.
bright spots, I really, really love.
Oh, yeah.
Like tracks I come back to a lot, actually.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of good songs on this album, but it just doesn't make up for all of the boring and just uninspired songs for me.
Yeah, I get that.
But I'm gonna pick something. We're gonna go even lighter than my last pick. We're going classic rock this time.
Okay.
It's an artist we haven't done before, and I'd say this is a very popular album by them. We're doing "Let It Bleed" by the Rolling Stones. This is the one with "Gimme Shelter" and "You Can't Always Get What You Want" on it.
Those are probably the only tracks I know off of it, so this will be a good listen.
It's a good album, so I think you guys will enjoy this one.